Hi, my name is Michael Whitehouse. This is Daily Michael video blog for Tuesday, April 30th, 2013. I was just listening to NPR, as I do many mornings, and they were discussing proposed legislation in California, which has already passed in other states, which would make it so that smokers and non-smokers pay the same for health insurance under the new federal Obamacare Act. And the argument for it is, of course, that disproportionately people who smoke tend to be poorer than those who do not, less education and whatnot. Not that cigarettes make you poor. Well, they do to some degree. They are pretty expensive. But more a matter of being poor tends to put you in the class that smokes. And so if you add surcharges to their health insurance, then what they would previously barely be able to afford, they can now no longer afford, meaning that smokers wouldn't have insurance. And the counter-argument is you need to create financial disincentives to smoke. And that causes people to consider quitting. The problem with this would, of course, be if the financial disincentive would also disincentivize them from getting health insurance, then they won't get health insurance, which gives them access to things like smoking cessation programs. One thing that's not brought up, because rationalism is not strong in the media, is if you want to give people a financial disincentive to smoke, why don't you just put taxes on cigarettes, which of course they already do, but instead of jacking their insurance rates by $200 a month, simply increase their cigarette taxes by $1 or $1.50 a pack, and then you're doing the same thing without incentivizing them not to get health insurance. Sometimes the solutions to our political problems in America aren't actually that complicated. It's just people make them too political and don't think about them rationally. That really is the basis for Mensa, the National High IQ Society. Their thought was that if you get enough smart people together, they will solve the world's problems. However, they discovered that, in fact, when you get enough smart people together, they do what everyone else does when you get them together, which is party and drink a lot, but do it in a much smarter way than most people do. The world still has problems, but Mensa's still a good time. But so that's my 2 cents of how to solve this issue. Which is basically what they're already doing, increase cigarette taxes until it gets to the point where it is no longer financially reasonable to spend $7, $8, $9, $10, $11, whatever it is per pack, and you say, all right, I gotta quit, I can't afford this, it's too expensive. And it does seem to be working. I believe smoking rates are down under 20%, possibly under 15%. I'm Michael Whitehouse. That'll do.